Hey everyone, this is Tony from Zappos, and I am in downtown Vegas right now, and part of Downtown Project, which is involved in helping revitalize downtown Las Vegas, and a big part of it is about getting people to learn more about the community and collide with each other. And so, when I saw what you guys were up to, sounded super interesting, and
Cool.
actually want to invite you guys out here.
Oh, great, great, awesome. Well, hey, well, we're Game Master, and I'm Jadu. This is Matt, and we run our project currently from Greenville, South Carolina, and we're in the southeast. And what Questalot is, that's our product. Questalot is a way for people to get together in a group or by yourself and enjoy an experience around an event based on a lot of custom experiences, challenges, objectives for you to complete. Matt will probably tell us a little bit more.
Yeah, so it's all about groups, and there's opportunities for people to play it on their own, but it looks like a bunch of people getting together and playing around an event, around a venue or a theme. So you mentioned your downtown project. I know you were busy this afternoon, but right before this, we actually put together a quick quest. It's got about 8 challenges. It's a quick sample about the downtown project. So hopefully you'll get a chance to take a look at it. But we really wanted to try to show off what we think Questalot does. And I think even what you're doing with the downtown project is a great sample because it can kind of integrate some of the cool projects you've got going. You got a lot of great people down there and some new innovations. So we kind of threw all those things together and put it in a quick quest for you to check out.
Cool. So, is that something I'd check out later, or or are you
Oh,
showing now, or
well, we have, yeah, we'll be happy to show you now, and you have an email waiting for you. But in the uh,
okay?
in the campaign view here, what we see is one of our quests is Downtown Project. So in the Downtown Project quest, we will discover the downtown of Las Vegas, Nevada, as well as discover more about the Downtown Project and some of our challenges within this quest.
And move it over a little bit.
Some of our challenges within this quest are, we'll read them to you. Obviously, it's not super easy to see, but first challenge, first objective. Tony, question for you, sir. Um, it is dense urban core. The downtown project aims to create a dense urban core with a residential density of how many people per acre? It's just a straight up answer. Do you know the answer, sir?
I believe 100.
100 is correct. 100 is correct. So
Do
we've
I have to
typed that
ask it
in.
in the form of a question?
No.
No, so we've typed in 100 here, which you'll be able to see anytime that you log in and play. And that's just one Q&A form. We've got other things.
You just
Um,
won 10 quest points. Good
there we
job.
go. Other things that you could do are there's a question called serendipity, and it's snap a pic of an entrepreneur you met serendipitously downtown today. So it's location locked. So you're not able to activate your camera to snap that picture unless you're within about a 1 mile radius of the downtown. So there's answer it, do it, eat it, find a code if you go into this place, or there's a question about the container park, things like that. So it's really a way to experience a game in real life, a real life way. You can compete with other people. You can play it in a corporate setting. Obviously, Las Vegas is a great corporate destination and zone. So that's really what it does. It changes your experience into a game experience, and it can customize to have a narrative or just to be a great way to explore a new place and find stuff that you wouldn't normally do.
So, what's the feedback been so far from people that have actually tried it in different environments? And what's worked well, what hasn't?
Sure. So we've actually got some really interesting feedback from like sporting venues. J2 here is actually an MC for a minor league baseball team, a Red Sox affiliate team here in Greenville, and because he knows the fan experience so well, we were able to easily integrate some of the things that he does on a daily basis with the fan experience right into a quest. And so it really takes someone that has a skill to get on with a mic and engaging the crowds, and takes that and puts it in front of everybody in the entire stadium. So that was a really good test case. We're talking with some different venues now that focus more on guest services. So this might be a company like Colonial Williamsburg, we had an early conversation with, that have many guest services, not just when you think about historical Williamsburg, and they have a town that's set in 1770s, but they also have inns, they have golf courses, they have convention centers, and this is a great way to cross-promote all those things, and then also engage all of their guests for their full experience. So those are some of the early people that we've been talking to, and they all love the idea. That's been the biggest thing. They all love it. Where we are now is we built an early prototype, and our prototype works, but really to get it to the level where we can roll it out for smaller groups like the Greenville Baseball Stadium, but to roll it out for a group like Colonial Williamsburg, we really have to get some more money and investment so we can develop to a stage where we can roll it out on a larger platform.
So we're in a seed stage funding right now, and we've been working on this project for about 4 months or so, and we have a working product, a working app now, but early feedback has been great. Because it's a custom experience, it can be fun wherever you go, so that's what people are telling us.
And the feedback is from, for the stadium example, it's from the people running the stadium or the actual fans?
Yeah, that is correct. Well, it's actually both, but our business model is to do an experience with the administration of a stadium or something like that, and provide it free to their fan base. So when their fans show up, there's a quest that they can go on right there at the game, win a prize at the end of the night, and they can do that for free. So we have been talking to the administration, both the administration, like you mentioned, in the guest services environment, as well as sports entertainment, D1 college entertainment for sports as well, Clemson University in this area, and we're talking to the marketing companies and the owner as well for baseball.
Well, we're interested. Obviously, you're very experienced with the Vegas community, and I think we were doing some research. There's like 21,000 corporate events in Vegas on an annual basis. Obviously, this is a hotbed for big events. People have put a lot of money into custom events. This is something that we really think that we can our game, our whole platform can really wrap around and make a ton of money. And so we're kind of interested to hear your feedback on how you think someone in our stage would approach big corporate groups like that have venues, and maybe if you had some interesting insight on something like that.
I would encourage you guys to think about who is your actual customer, who are you trying to ultimately make the happiest if you had to prioritize and choose one. And I don't know if you guys have, how much you guys have thought about it, because it's easy to say both, because both are important. But I guess I would lean towards just making it an incredible experience for whether it's the fans or, you know, depending on what event you're talking about, but ultimately the end user, that just through word of mouth and that they're just begging to have more of those experiences, even if they're not the ones that are actually writing the checks. And
Right,
you know, that's so if you think about how Google started in the early days, even though their bills are paid by advertisers, in the early days, at least, it was all about the end user experience, having the best search results and so on. And it's really that drove the repeat usage and word of mouth, and then ultimately advertisers, you know, wanted to be there or had to be there. And so I would think about that instead. From the ways you guys are talking, I worry that you might be catering a little bit too much to the people that are actually writing you the checks in the business model that you're thinking about right now, and maybe not focusing as much on what's going to get the end users just completely passionate about you guys and become evangelists for you guys, and think about how do you evolve the product for you guys, instead of you know, if you have limited resources right now, it's just the two of you, right? So so you're going to have to make a lot of choices over time about whether you're going to spend some time making the person that's writing the checks happier, or it's more about improving the experience. so that it gets better and better for the end user. And I would just encourage you guys to think about that. Feel free to email me. Let me know if you guys want to come to Vegas. We got a bunch of furnished apartments set up as free hotel rooms, so can put you guys up. And there's actually, we get all sorts of visitors every week. Actually, sometimes 50 to 100 visitors. And part of what we actually have them do is, for a lot of them, we actually almost have them go on a kind of scavenger hunt, but it's not just for places, but also for people. And it's a little slightly different from what you guys were describing as the business model you're thinking of right now. But if it's something that you want to experiment with, there's a whole new group of people coming every single week. So
Awesome. Great. Yeah.
come on out.
Well,
That sounds
appreciate the
exciting.
invitation.
All right.
All right, Tony. Good
Thanks
to
so
see you,
much.
man.
All right. All right. Take care.